finish my moment of truth, the debate. This time, the choice of lesser debate in particular. So what matters is a trade-off, which is virtually non-existent in our culture. In Japan, we often say, 騙す方が悪いのか、騙される方が悪いのか. To lie or not to be lied, which is bad, which is better, if you will. And Kansai women say, 騙されたうちがアホやった. Kansai people never disagree. Say. That's the way it is down in Osaka. This is where the reality counts a great deal, but it doesn't work in Tokyo. Hence, the debate for today. Is it more evil to be conned, to be scammed, or to con others, to scam others? So let the debate begin. Affirmative rock. The reality in evolution is harsh, hard. Those who cannot accept it are losers. Losers are bad and evil. It says what? Theory of evolution. Charles Darwin says there are rules in law, in nature, to be more specific, that says, in effect, that there is a rule of, survival of the fittest. Survival of the fittest, if you want to survive, you're going to survive. Try hard to survive at the expense of other species. So you have to be the winners all the time for survival. If you win, you're not going to get prize money for that. The only prize you get is to con others, so you be able to emerge victorious. You know something about caveat emptor? Buyers be aware. If you're fooled, you are bad, you're evil. Negative wind. 3 questions against the affirmative. Is reality so bad it seems? Is it as bad as it looks? Number 2, where's the justice? Where's the justice? If anything goes, the whole system will break down. Number 3, where's the evil in nature's law? Who says it is evil? Who says it is good? So a lot of questions to be asked with respect to the real nature of evil. Is there such thing as evil or good? Says who? Native rock. Affirmative is pretty disorganized. Let me get it right for them. What we're saying is honesty pays. The rule of co-evolution, those dishonest and just deserve to be punished. That's the law of nature. And also the law of people as well. Affirmative is just focusing on the nature's law. Nature's law, but we're staying focused on man-made law. We're humans, not species of the natural world. We are part of it. It still means we're talking about the human laws, ethics, and morality that belong to humans. So naturally, it pays to be honest. So if you try to be dishonest, you end up being fooled and crowded out at the end of the road. That's bad. But now we have to set up the rules of what's good, what's bad. Affirmative wind! I'm at the mercy of the wind. So let me pick up where they left off. Number 1, does honesty pay? It pays, I give you that. But always? Number 2, are losers just? Says who? Only humans know losers, must be protected. But on what ground? Number 3, winners are punishable. On what ground? The losers must be protected. The laws and school curriculums always go for the rescue of the weaker. But on what ground? Affirmative fire. I'm pretty worked up. The con game's a fact of life because when the going gets tough, the tough get going. Everyone knows it, and you know it. I know it. I keep saying that. So when the going is getting tougher, the people have to be ready for accepting the things as they come. You got stay combat readiness, zanshin. That's pretty important. Let's face it. So those who fail to live up to the expectations of others and to the rules, ethics and morality, you're losers. Live and let die to survive. Survival is the name of the game. So if you can't make it, if you're you might be called cultural misfits. You're not able to cope with it. It's a bad apple in society. You deserve to go. Nature fire. Apollo says, nature is harsh. Let's accept that. We argue that nature is live and let live. When the going gets tough, the soft get going. Apollo says the tough get going. When the two tough see each other, fight with fire, something has to give. So that co-living, kyosei, tomo-ichi in Indian tribes, it's a harmony. It's a part of nature's law. If you end up, coming on top of it, stealing the show, and you end up losing the whole society. Bad apple kills the whole barrel of apples. So you must be able to live and let live. Co-evolve. Co-evolution. Kyosei is another game. Ask Mr. Imanichi Kinji of Kyoto University, down in Osaka, don't fight, coexist. Negative water. Let's cool our heads. If the con artists are not punished, where's justice? この世の中真っ暗闇じゃござんせんか. There's no justice in society. The whole system will break down. So that's bad. So I'm going to tell you what. I'm level with you. I'm going to level with you, ladies and gentlemen. I sometimes find myself a victim of sagishi, con game. Am I going to get revenge on them? I'm going to forget about it. Move on, regardless of the hurt that I have suffered from the consequences of the con game. So instead of doing the same against it, turn around and forget about the past, let it go, and that's the way to go. So going beyond resentment, according to the family rules of the Nashimoto family. So let's go beyond that. Everything is done just like water under the bridge. Affirmative water. If those victims are overprotected, what's the need for reality lessons, reality studies, jitsugaku, which is based on reality? We're not talking about the dreams. You cannot afford to be nice to everyone. You see, there are good guys and bad guys. Get real. And some people play the game of victimhood, 被害者ぶるゲーム. But forget about it. You got to harden your heart against those people. That's why there's a need for reality lessons, reality life lessons, and why the education system, why private jukus. Juku is much better than the current school higher education system because they teach you how to live, what's good, what's bad, what's right, what's wrong. And these things must be taught at the level of heart-to-heart communication. So reality counts a great deal. I tell you, the caveat emptor, rather than caveat the vinditor. Vinditor is sellers be aware. We are saying that let our buyers beware。反対になります。時々ラテン語を使って申し訳ありません。カビアとエンプトアというのを買い手責任、買った方が悪い、騙すの悪い。もう一つ、エンプトア、ベンディトアというのは、ベンディトアというのは、売り手責任、売ったやつが気をつけろという、この2つが世界中で今の対立します。騙されたやつ悪い、反応したやつお前がダメだ。今の日本の社会は残念ながら反応した人間叩かれますね。私なんかみんなが言います。あんたはディベートをする資格がない。騙された、反応したんがいけない。しかしね、どちらが悪いか2つに分かれてます。つらかった。意見も2つに分かれてます。今日はある人に聞きましたけどね、梨本家の一人だけはどちらも大体引き分けっていうのが、私も最近そんな感じがします。なんで教育が必要、実学が必要なのかって悪いやつがまだいるんですよ。どんどん世界中の詐欺師が増えてます。アメリカ、中国、韓国、日本増えてきます。そういう時になってきてね、騙す方だけ言って理由があって詐欺師になるんですよ。それは騙されるやつが増えてきたからです。そうやって見ると本当は引き分けにしたいことだけども、大きな点で違うというのは肯定側はない、自然法を中心に考えた。しかし否定側は人間としてのけじめということを考えている。そうやって見ると今回のディベートは人間を相手にしているということで、哲学から見れば否定側が勝ち。やはり騙すやつは悪い。否定側が勝ち。サムライトークcoming up。